Hey guys, this is Caitlin with Goddess Gatherings, and we're going to do something a little different today. So today I'm going to be giving you a timeless tarot reading. And what that means is that if you've found this video the day that it was released, it's for you. If you've found this video 3 months, 2 years, 7 months from when it was created, it was for you. If you watch it, forget it, and then watch it again, it's for you. Although I think most of us, like, once we see that there's like a little progress, like, we really usually don't rewatch it unless it's a bigger card, and then I will. Anyway, so this is a timeless message for you from your guides to help you transition through whatever journey you're going through at the moment. So take a deep breath with me. Think about what you would like for this to pertain to. What part of your life do you need a little bit more guidance, a little bit more of a gentle energy, of a helpful energy? Okay, thanks for taking that moment with me. I'm going to do a little bit more shuffling. I've already shuffled the cards, already, invoked and invited everyone who needs to be here. So thank you for being here. I appreciate you. And let's find out what you need to know. Okay, bottom of the deck is the overall vibe, and then I'll pull more cards for clarity. I've got a little table over to the side, so if you see me looking over, that's what's going on. Okay, so overall vibe is the King of Wands in reverse, right? Let me show him to you right side up. So he looks very determined, or they look very determined, right? Of course, they are an element of fire. They're very, like, steadfast. We've got the little Arthur hand here. They're like, I'm mad about something. And it almost feels, or I'll be more straightforward, the vibe that I immediately got after pulling this card is a removal of power, a loss of power. And it feels like it's coming through an inability to create change, because that's what wands are all about. They're all about passion, all about change, all about innovation. And with it in reverse, it feels like there is a reluctance or a hesitation to do exactly that. So let's get some details. Why are we reluctant to make change? Why do we feel like we don't have that power? Or why have we given that power away? The Queen of Cups in reverse. So very royal so far. So, cups, of course, are our feelings, our intuition. And with the Queen of Cups in reverse, it makes me think that we're in our feels. It makes me think that instead of having that emotional balance that we strive for, we are just deep in our cups. And when you're sad, when you're going through a bout of depression, it's hard to trust yourself. It's hard to trust that the choices that you're making are the correct choices. So it feels like this depression has stripped you of your autonomy, has stripped you of your power, and maybe even your personhood, because we're different people when we're depressed, right? Right now I'm recording this in April, and we're coming out of our long winter in Texas, and it's 80s right now. The sun is finally shining, and I just keep seeing post after post about, I was really trying to make a lot of changes in my life. I thought things were going wrong, but turns out I just needed the sun. So if you can, maybe spend a little time on your patio, maybe spend a little time at the park. If there's an outdoor picnic table where you eat lunch at work, or where you can go and eat lunch at work, please try and do that. Even just 15 minutes of sunlight will make such a big difference. Humans are basically just house plants that learned how to talk. House, wow. And then the King of Swords. Yeah, you're not trusting yourself mentally. So, what a great king. Also, I should have mentioned it earlier, today we're using the White Newman Tarot deck. It's a great deck. It's been all kings and queens so far, and we started off with fire, then water, then air, all in reverse as well. And then the Ace of Cups. Yeah, so overall right now you're feeling like you have been stripped of your power. You're feeling like you have had your inability to create change, your autonomy, your personhood taken away from you. And it's happened due to a very understandable depression. I literally just heard the BetterHelp commercial in my head. If you haven't gone to therapy, really, please, please, please try and find a therapist. I know it's intimidating. I know it's hard to put yourself out there like that. But literally, I it came out of nowhere in my brain, and I know that you need to hear that. Maybe find someone on BetterHelp, read the reviews. I've heard a lot of back and forth. Honestly, that's something you should do with any medical practitioner, whether it be for mental, emotional, or physical health. Please, if you could find a place to review them and find reviews for them, do that. But we're about to come into a better point in our life, okay? Things are going to feel fresh. You're going to feel like you finally got your head out from underneath the waves. It's going to be a lot better. I know it feels like it's not going to be. I know it feels like this is going to happen forever, but it's not. Nothing is forever, whether it be good or bad. Things all end eventually. So, 9 of Wands. Okay, so I love this. This is my if at first you don't succeed, try again card. And with it in reverse, followed by, well, preceding. Y'all, I'm trying to do too many things at once. Please forgive me. With the 9 of Wands in reverse and having the Ace of Cups in front of it, it makes me think that you're no longer going to have to try and struggle. You've been trying and trying and trying to get your head above water. I just need you to do this one last attempt, this one last, swim to the surface, and it's gonna get better. It's right around the corner for you. And the 2 of Cups in reverse. So if you have someone who you thought was going to be your forever person, if you had someone that we just really, really clicked, and right off the bat you wanted to spend a bunch of time with them, I'm a little concerned that it's in reverse. I feel like maybe this is part of the reason why you have been having the depression that you have. If you guys aren't already over, if things have just been trudging, if you've just been pushing yourself through the muck of your relationship at the moment, I feel like this clean break that's about to happen will honestly make you feel lighter. If you aren't going to end it, maybe they are going to end it, but I think that we're at the point where you just need to move on. Despite how desperately you want it to work, it's just not meant to work. They were meant to be in your life for a season and not forever. And while that really fucking sucks, I think having this clean break will finally allow you to move on and to heal in the way that you need to heal. So, now we're followed by the Knight of Swords in reverse. So, swords are going to be our intellect and our communication. With that in reverse, it feels like it's allowing you to change the way that you're speaking to yourself. You're changing the way that you think about yourself now that things are moving forward, now that things are changing. It might be that your external stimulus, what you've been hearing, what you've been being told about yourself is changing now that this person is no longer in your life, Maybe you guys needed to break up a little bit earlier, and you just didn't have the strength or the ability because it felt like you needed them so much. But let me be the first to tell you, you did not need them. They needed you. And that's why they put you down the way that they did. And now that you are gone, now that they are no longer a part of your life, you're able to remember how strong, how resilient, how powerful you actually are. And that's really exciting. That's really good. I'm happy for you. I'm going to pull one more card, and then I'm going to reshuffle asking a question. And then the Queen of Swords. So earlier you got the King of Swords. Now you have the Queen of Swords. So yeah, I definitely get the idea that they were rude to you. Maybe called you a bitch. Maybe called you frigid. I wouldn't be so frigid if you weren't such an asshole. I wouldn't be so frigid if you would show me any sort of warmth. Okay, I'm cold-hearted. Warm me up. Stoke my fires. Because being mean to me isn't going to make me want to sleep with you. Being mean to me isn't going to make me want to cuddle you on the couch. I need you to show that you are interested. I need you to show that you are invested, and not just in physical. I need you to show me that you are invested in who I am as a person. So yeah, this person was not nice to you, and this is you remembering who you are. This is you remembering to cut through the bullshit, and to not allow this cycle to happen again. feel like this one snuck up on you, and I feel like next time if it ever happens, you'll see the red flags and you'll bolt. This cycle of your life, it's not going to repeat itself. You've learned too much in this one lesson. Your guides aren't going to throw it your way anymore, okay? So, once again, it's going to get better. So, let's ask a question. Let's shuffle. Because I feel like I'm telling you things that you may already know at this point. I'd like to change it up a little bit. What happens after this? What happens after we heal? What is the results of our healing? Here we go. What are the results of our healing? I like that question better. Results of our healing. What are the results of our healing? I know a lot of us are going through divorces right now. That's okay. You know, people change. You changed. They changed. People grow. Or sometimes they don't grow. And that's okay. It just means that this person wasn't meant to be your person forever. And that's okay. Okay. What is the result of being healed? Okay. Bottom of the deck. Ah! I love this. The Seven of Pentacles. So, Pentacles, the one element we haven't received so far, are all about your health, wealth, and happiness. The Seven of Pentacles, I mean, look at her. She's literally stopping and smelling and looking at all the hard work. She's grown these little banana leaf plants, or maybe they're monstera. Probably monstera. She's grown these little monstera, you know, since they were itty bitty, and now they're so big, they're almost as big as her. And she's just like, yeah, I did that. So a sense of accomplishment and being able to be proud of yourself. I love that for you. You deserve that. Yes, the Four of Swords in reverse. I'm showing it to you right side up, but it is reversed. Four of Swords in reverse. So it is you being able to mentally rest. It's you clearing up the mental fog. You're not so stressed. You're not so pressed. You're not overthinking. You're not having to be hyper vigilant. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Now, an ace is a kickstart. Earlier, we had the Ace of Cups, which is like an emotional restart. The Ace of Pentacles is kind of a new project. It is a new source of grounding, a new source of health, wealth, and happiness for yourself. So maybe you're starting a new routine to come back into your body. Maybe you're working on your physical health. Maybe you are finding a new source of income to make yourself more wealthy. Maybe you're in a new house. Maybe you're in a new home. And so you feel more grounded, more stable, and you don't have to deal with all those old memories replaying in your head. That feels good. Maybe you move. 10 of Pentacles, y'all. So we went straight from the beginning of our health, wealth, and happiness journey to the end of our happiness journey. Wow. So the 10 of Pentacles is just, it is abundance. Look, we've got 3 generations here. We've got grandma, we've got the baby, we've got the couple. We also have some companionship with our furry babies here. Maybe you need to get a pet. Maybe you have a pet. Maybe you keep the pet. But it is just solidarity. Solidarity. It's you being in a place where you feel loved and cared for. Also, gotta point out, it makes the Ankh. So we've got symbol of life, right? It's you at kind of the pinnacle of what you were hoping to have with this other person, but having it either with someone new or just on your own. And, it really doesn't get much better than that, guys. I'm really excited for y'all because this last person, this last relationship, whether it be romantic or just platonic, it feels gross, it feels stale, it feels sticky. It's a weird word, but it does. It feels sticky. And I feel like this is being washed off of you. And I feel like now we're fresh, now we're clean. It's like after a good workout when you wash your face, that's what this feels like. It's just like, oh, so much better. And the Star in reverse. So I'm going to show it to you right side up. This is the Aquarius card. So if you're into astrology, Saturn just left Aquarius and is now in Pisces. I don't know where I was going with that. I don't know. Maybe you are ending your Saturn return. If you are, I made this in April 2023, and so that would have you being around 30 probably. Anyway, so the star in reverse is all about inspiration. It's all about hope. It's all about taking something from both sides of yourself and creating something brand new for it. And I think that's what you're going to do here. I think you're going to learn from your past mistakes. I think you're going to learn from your past experiences. And I think you're going to use that knowledge to create something new in your life. I think you're going to use that knowledge to move forward in a very strong, positive kind of way. And I also feel like you're going to use it to help others somehow. Like maybe you have a friend that's going through a similar situation. Maybe you are someone in your group of friends who gives advice. Maybe you're the kind of person who has what I like to call resting, tell me your life story face. It's the opposite of resting bitch face. It's like a, oh yeah, oh, okay. It's definitely something I've dealt with where people just tell me all of their information, and I don't always mind, but sometimes they don't have the energy for that. So make sure you are protecting your energy during this journey. But you're finding your hope again. You're finding your spark. And this is the last one. Death card in reverse. Okay, so another major arcana. Let me show it to you right side up. So with the death card, it's always one door opens and another door closes. So, okay, let's hold on a second. I've never paid this much attention to this card, and not quite. Okay, I thought that this person here was the King of Swords, but it's definitely a different character because they have long hair and this person has like short hair. But the death card, you can see the Grim Reaper is here. The people, like, they're not terrified, they're a little worried, but we've got this beautiful castle gates in the background. And this is very much saying that that phase of your life is over and it's time for just a new, fresh start. It's never going to happen again. I just really want to repeat this to you. It's never going to happen again. Ever. No. You don't have to worry about that. This is a really nice message, y'all. I'm sorry that you've been going through such a hard time. I'm sorry that you had someone who wanted to belittle you in the way that they did. And I'm sorry that most likely your friends and family were too intimidated or worried about being rude to reach out and help. They definitely wanted to, but I feel like our culture, at least American culture, if you're American watching this, I feel like we're so separated, we're so isolated, that it can make it very difficult to be straightforward with people, to have the strength to check in. And it's not an excuse, but it's an explanation. So figure out who you would like to keep in your life, just as a whole. Who you want to keep in your life, who is deserving of your love, your time, your attention, because your presence is a present, and decide who you want to part ways with. It doesn't have to be a big rigmarole. You can just slowly let them slide out of your lives, or you can straightforwardly tell them, hey, I don't think we're a good match for friendship anymore. I think it's time for us to part ways, and they have to respect it. And if they don't, block them. Be done with it. But things are going to get better. You are strong. You are much, much stronger than you give yourself credit for. You are much, much stronger than anyone gives you credit for. And just know that things are going to get better. I know I just keep on saying it. I'm really excited, actually. And I just have this big sense of relief. It's like this weight is off of my chest and just like rolling off of my shoulders as well. And I'm so excited for the things that you're going to do with your life because they're going to be amazing. I have a feeling you're going to be very helpful and a very big instrumental part of making sure that this doesn't happen to other people as well, whether they be loved ones or strangers. So if this resonated, leave me a comment down below. If you would like a more detailed personal reading, feel free to check the link in my page. It's venusblooms.com. And I also have a monthly tarot subscription. So if you'd like to get your own monthly personal reading, honestly, it's a great service. It's one of my favorite services.